Hey there everyone, welcome to today's live training. I am so excited to spend some time with you. Today we're going to talk about why you should stop chasing after new followers on Instagram and what you should be doing instead. Oh my gosh, this is a topic that I could talk about honestly forever, because so often I hear from online business owners and digital entrepreneurs who are just dying to grow their following on Instagram. So they spend all their time and energy obsessing over their follower count, and it actually doesn't always work. So instead, today I'm going to teach you the counterintuitive way to grow your following by stopping obsessing over your follower count. So excited to hang out with you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're here live, I want to hear from you in the comments. Let me know right now where you're tuning in from. Let me know how your day is going so far. Let me know how the weather is in your corner of the world. It is a beautiful sunshiny day here in Western North Carolina. I'm so glad spring is finally here. So excited about today's training with you. And if you're joining me on the replay, well, go ahead and say hey and just type the word replay in the comments right now. Do it. If you're part of our replay crew, type replay in the comments. I want to hear from you. Now, if you haven't had the chance to join me on one of these live streams before, welcome. I'm excited to hang out with you today. My name is Tyler J. McCall, and I help online business owners grow their business using Instagram. I've been an Instagram marketer since 2015, and I've been able to help thousands of entrepreneurs and small business owners use Instagram to sell more of their programs, products, and services. And since 2017, I've been doing that through the Follower to Fan Society, which is our Instagram marketing training program, where we walk you through Instagram marketing strategy and support you with coaching and community as you're learning and implementing strategy in your own business. Let me know in the comments if you're part of the Follower to Fan Society. I'd love to see your name. I'd love to say hello if you're a Follower to Fan Society member. Let me know in the comments below. So excited to hang out with you all today. So welcome everyone. We have Erica's here. Let's see. Heather's joining us from Ontario. I love it. Kieran is coming in from Chicago. Christine from sunny Pennsylvania. Well, welcome everyone. Christine's also a member of the Follower to Fan Society. Kelly is here from the Follower to Fan Society. Heather from Follower to Fan. Well, welcome everyone. So excited you're all here with me today, and I'm excited to chat with you and hang out. So one thing you need to know about these live streams, which we've been doing for about a month now, is that we want to make these as fun and interactive as possible. So what does that mean? Well, that means I'm going to bribe you to hang out and chat with me in the comments. So all throughout today's live stream, I'm going to be giving away gift cards. We got Starbucks, Target, and Amazon.com gift cards coming your way. And the way you're going to win it is by engaging in the comments below. So make sure you're letting me know your takeaways. Let me know those aha moments that you have. If I ask for you to tell me something or share something with me, get in the comments and do it, because I'm going to be picking the engaged folks that if I see your name pop up, I'm going to be picking you to win those gift cards throughout today's live stream. Now, here's how it's going to work. If I say your name and say, hey, you've won a $5 Amazon gift card, then you just need to send me a direct message right here on this Facebook page, on this Tyler J. McCall Facebook page. Send me a direct message with your email address, and then a member of my team will get that gift card over to you, right? So instructions are super simple. Just send me a message to this Facebook page with your email address, and we'll make sure we get you your gift card, okay? So we'll be doing that all throughout today. So the first thing I want to do is I want to invite you to invite a friend to today's live stream. So if you have a business bestie, a friend, someone on your team, someone that you work with, someone that you know could benefit from today's conversation about Instagram marketing, I want you to go ahead and tag them in the comments right now. I want you just to say, hey, at your name, check out this live stream. Okay? Super simple. This is going to be our first thing. We're going to give some gift card away as we get today's live stream started. So to say, hey, at your name, hey, at Tyler McCall, come check out this live stream. Hey, at so-and-so, come check out this live stream. I think you would benefit from this conversation, because today we're talking about where you should be focusing your energy on Instagram instead of focusing on growing your following. The reason this conversation is so important is because so many business owners and entrepreneurs get totally distracted and obsessed and sidetracked with follower growth, and it's not helping to contribute to their overall Instagram goals. The reason why is because as entrepreneurs and small business owners, our goal on Instagram is not to become Instagram famous. Our goal is not to be an influencer with a huge following. Our goal is to build an engaged following of the right people who are going to buy our product, book us for our service, or join our program. That is the goal. That's why this topic is so important. And day in and day out, we're helping members of our community, the Follower to Fan Society, sell their programs, products, and services on Instagram. And time after time after time, we are seeing incredible results from our clients that have just a few hundred or few thousand followers on Instagram. And they're not obsessed with follower growth. Instead, they're obsessed with selling to the followers they already have. A little bit of hard truth reality at the beginning of today's conversation is the fact that if you struggle right now to sell to the followers you have, getting more followers isn't going to solve that problem for you. You see, you don't have a follower growth problem. You don't need more followers. Instead, you have a sales and conversion problem. The issue isn't that you need more people to get your product in front of. The issue is that you need to better articulate the thing that you sell, and you need to better position it for the people who are already following you. Can I get an amen in the comments if you understand what I'm saying, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's start out. I want to give a quick gift card away over to Erica. Erica, thanks so much for engaging so much. Erica, we'd love to send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. If you'll send me a DM right here on this Facebook page, this Tyler J. McCall Facebook page, and we will get that gift card your way. So Erica, just send us your email address and we'll get that your way. Okay, so that's how the giveaways work. Pretty simple. I just want to see your name in the comments. So that's what we're talking about today. Now, before we dive in and kind of talk through the secret roundabout way for follower growth that no one is teaching you, before we talk about the 3 things to focus on instead of follower growth, and we're also going to talk about how to serve the followers you already have, and the best way to turn your followers into paying customers, I want to let you know about something really exciting that we have going on right now, and that is the Follower to Fan Society. So I'm just going to do a quick little infomercial for Follower to Fan Society and tell you all about the society, what's going on, and why you should join us. All right. So the Follower to Fan Society is our online Instagram training community. And inside of the society, our goal is to help you create a custom Instagram marketing strategy so you can sell more of your stuff online using Instagram. And we want to help you do it without obsessing over follower growth, without having to post every single day, without having your phone glued to your face, and without using paid ads on Instagram. We're all about doing this organically and intentionally in a way that's in line with your values and with your goals of using Instagram. That's what we're all about inside of the Follower to Fan Society. Now, the Follower to Fan Society has been around since 2017. We've helped thousands of entrepreneurs all around the world with their Instagram marketing strategy. And right now, the doors to the society are open for the very last time. I know, it's kind of crazy that we are closing the doors to the society forever, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about it and invite you to join us if it's the right fit for you. So inside the society, we're going to help you create your custom Instagram marketing strategy through our signature Instagram training called the Follower to Fan Framework. This has been tried, tested, and proven to work by thousands of entrepreneurs across various niches over the past 5 years. This framework is going to teach you how to create the right content, how to post, how to plan out your posting on Instagram, how to leverage Instagram stories, how to use Instagram Live, how to use direct messages strategically to grow your business. We're going to cover all of this inside of the framework. And in addition to the Follower to Fan framework, you're going to get access to the support you need to implement what you learn. So we do that through a team of expert coaches who are available to support you in our private student community. We also do that through weekly Instagram audits where you can get an expert's eyes on your account to give you feedback. I host 2 calls every single month. One call is a Q&A call where I answer questions from members. One call is a monthly hot seat call where I do live coaching for members of the community. We also give you monthly content guides to help you plan your posts and so much more. But at the end of the day, the goal of Follower to Fan is to help you feel confident about what you're doing on Instagram and to know that the effort you're putting into Instagram is creating results in your online business. The goal here isn't just to post. It isn't just to have a pretty Instagram feed because everyone else does. It's to use Instagram strategically to sell your stuff so that you can make the money you want to make, achieve your financial goals, achieve your business goals, and have the impact you want in the world. And that's what we're all about inside the Follower to Fan Society. So the doors are open right now, but this is the very last time we are ever opening the doors to the Follower to Fan Society. They're actually going to be closing tomorrow. That's tomorrow, March 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, and they're never going to open again. The reason why is because 2020 was an opportunity for us to kind of think about our business, what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we made the decision to make some pivots in our business in the new year. And one of those pivots that we need to make is to eventually, over time, discontinue the Follower to Fan Society as it currently exists. When you join us today, you're going to be joining us for a full year. So we're committed to you for a year. We're going to give you a year's of access to all the training and the content. We're going to give you a year of coaching, a year of calls. You're getting all of this for a full year. But we eventually needed to make the pivot in our business so we can start focusing on some other things that we want to do. So we have to stop selling the Follower to Fan Society. So when you join us by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Eastern at followertofansociety.com/last chance, you're going to get inside the society for a full year. So we're going to be there to support you. Nothing's changing for our members for the next year. Now, in May, we're going to be launching our brand new course called the Follower to Fan Academy. This is our new self-paced DIY Instagram marketing course that takes the best parts of the society, adds in a few additional mini courses and resources, so it's totally standalone. So we're going to be talking more about that over the next few weeks about the Follower to Fan Academy. So this is what I want to just say to you right now. If you are the type of person that really thrives in an environment where you have coaching, support, and accountability, then come join us in the society right now. followertofansociety.com/last chance. Come get access to the training, get access to our calls every month, get access to our coaches, join us in our student community. We can't wait to support you and cheer you on as you're learning and implementing the Follower to Fan framework and growing your Instagram marketing strategy. If you're the type of person that doesn't feel like you necessarily need the coaching and community, you love a DIY self-paced course experience, then wait and join us inside the Follower to Fan Academy when the doors open in May. Or maybe you want both, like I know I've heard from a lot of folks, they want to be in the society and they want the new academy. Well, come on and join us in the society, and we're going to give you the chance to join us in the academy before anyone else, and we'll give you a discount on academy enrollment, okay? So this is it. This is the last chance. followertofansociety.com/last chance. The doors are going to close tomorrow. That's March 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, and we're never going to open them again. So if you've been thinking about Follower to Fan, if you've been on the fence about it for years, if you've been hoping to join but you just know the timing's never been right, well, you have no better time than now because you're about out of time. So I hope to see you inside the Follower to Fan Society. We'll talk more about it later on. If you have questions, you can go ahead and drop those in the chat as well. In just a little bit, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions about the society. Let me get my sip of water and we're going to dive in. So today we're going to be talking about how to spend your time on Instagram in a way that's more focused and strategic than just obsessing over follower growth. We're going to talk about, instead of chasing followers, what you should be doing instead. And in particular, I'm going to introduce you to 3 core topics, 3 core ideas of things you need to be doing on Instagram instead of obsessing over your follower count. I am so passionate about this topic, y'all. You want to know why? Because I made my first $1 million in my online business without 100,000 followers. I had my first 6-figure year in my online business with less than 10,000 followers. And actually, we did an in-depth evaluation last year of our Follower to Fan Society members. And we found on average, the average Follower to Fan Society member has fewer than 4,000 followers on Instagram. And time again, we are hearing from these members of the successes they're having in their business. Folks like Taylor Nicholson, who made like $50,000 in 1 year from her Instagram account just by posting her art on Insta Stories and selling it through direct messages. People like Hafsa Rana, who saw incredible results, who made the most money in her business in 1 year than she had made the 5 years prior, and she had fewer than 10,000 followers on Instagram. Folks like Aide Chavez, who sold a coaching package of nearly $30,000, and she had fewer than 30,000 followers on Instagram. People like Mika Ryan, who sold $800 with a pop-up 7-day promo on her Instagram account, and she had less than 1,000 followers. So time and time again, we have members who are seeing incredible results in their businesses, and they don't have these thousands or tens of thousands of followers on Instagram. The opportunity exists for you right now to sell your stuff to the followers you have, to have a profitable business by serving the community you have already built. And when you approach Instagram marketing in the way we're going to talk about today, and the way that we teach inside the Follower to Fan Society, your following grows without you trying to grow your following. So let me say that again. Your following grows without you trying to grow a following. And this is this counterintuitive way that no one seems to talk about when it comes to follower growth that makes a huge difference for businesses and brands on Instagram. Now, also, there's a few important mindset shifts we need to make here at the beginning around follower growth. And I know the term mindset shifts is kind of annoying and overused, but it's important for us to think here at the beginning. So what I want to hear from you in the comments now, remember, gift cards are available. What I want to hear from you in the comments right now is, what are some of the things that you think or you hear about follower growth on Instagram? What are some of the things that you think about your follower count on the platform? What are some of the words or maybe phrases that you've read or that you hear online? When you're seeing ads popping up about Instagram, when you're seeing other content about Instagram and Instagram followers, what are you thinking? What are you hearing out there? I know there are so many different ways that people think about Instagram following. People think, oh, well, you have to get the 10K because once you get 10,000 followers, you'll get the swipe up and then that'll solve all your Instagram problems. But what if I told you that the swipe up actually isn't that great? That actually solely relying on the swipe up is just lazy marketing on Instagram. So that's the first thing. The 10K doesn't really matter, right? So yes, Laura says you have to have 10,000 followers to make any money. Such a common misbelief. I totally get it. Lynette says the algorithm is tough. I totally get that. I just recorded a really incredible episode of my podcast all about the Instagram algorithm. And that episode's going to be launching next week, dropping next week. So go to onlinebusinessshow.co. We're doing a really cool 6-part series right now called the Marketing Success Series, where I talk about a different marketing topic every week. This week on the podcast, yesterday's episode, I actually gave away my complete Instagram content planning process, A to Z, the whole thing. If you want to learn how I plan Instagram content, how I teach my clients to do it, onlinebusinessshow.co. The whole process is on the podcast. Next week's episode is all about the Instagram algorithm. I think that's right. So you definitely want to check that out, onlinebusinessshow.co. Tammy says it's slow. Yeah, I get that. I totally understand that. Krista says 10K is the secret sauce. Got it. Okay. Oh, Crystal, I love this. Engage following versus people just following. That's great. Okay. Whitney says the bigger the following, the more visible, for sure. Okay. So there's so many thoughts that people have about Instagram following. And look, for some people, here, I want to say this. For some people, growing your following is important. For some people, it is important. But for 90% of you, actually for probably nearly 100% of you watching this live right now, for 90% of online business owners and digital entrepreneurs, growing a following should not be your priority. Growing a following is important for people like influencers who want to get free stuff or have paid promotional opportunities. Growing a following is important for people who want to be thought leaders or experts who are trying to build a large presence online. Growing a following is important for people who want to get a book deal, who want to be on television. Those folks could benefit from growing a following. Because, unfortunately, we live in this society where follower size is something that we believe equates to success or prestige or recognition or something like that. So for some folks, it is important. But for most entrepreneurs and small business owners, following size is not the key thing here. Because, and you all know this, but you need me to remind you, your follower count can't be used to pay your bills. Your mortgage lender, your landlord, the light company. They don't care how many followers you have, okay? You need money to pay your bills. And the way that we make money as business owners is not by having more followers on social media. It's by selling programs, products, and services that solve a problem for someone. So I want us to all do some thinking here. And for you, it may be a little bit differently. But for me, the thought process I go through is, okay, my goal with my Instagram account is to generate more sales for my online business. I will know that I've been successful with my Instagram marketing when I'm getting sales for my business and that those sales are coming through Instagram. That will be the indicator of success for me. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm saying here. The indicator of success for me is not the number of followers I have. The indicator of success is the amount of revenue I am generating. Now, there's also kind of a little caveat here of understanding that our financial success in business, the amount of money we make, whatever it may be, isn't like the end all be all of how worthy we are as human beings. Like, we have to do that work too. We have to understand that it's not like, oh, well, if I don't make sales, I'm a horrible, terrible, awful, evil person. Because I know we can go there sometimes. I go there sometimes. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying if we want to look at our just completely like logically, subjectively, if I want to look at my Instagram account and say, is this working for my business? Then the question I need to ask myself is, am I making sales from this account? And if the answer right now is no, or not as many as I would like to, then this is where the strategy comes into play. This is where the strategy becomes really, really important. Now, during last week's live stream, let me know in the comments if you were here last week. If you missed it, it's just right here on my Facebook page. You can go check it out. Last week, we talked all about your sales process and how important the sales process is. Last week's live stream was so fun. I see some familiar faces here, and I love that. So last week we talked about that sales process. Y'all, I get distracted by the comments. If I go to start reading the comments, and I just want to read the comments and see what everyone's saying. So last week we talked about your sales process. So if you don't have that, you definitely need to rewatch last week's because it's super important. But this week I want to talk about 3 things you can do, 3 ways you can spend your time and energy on Instagram instead of trying to grow your following. So let's just put this following growth obsession to the side for a minute. Okay? Let's totally take the goal of I want to grow my following out of the equation. Let's pretend like that's not even a goal that we will have on Instagram. And instead, let's make these 3 things our goal instead. I want to give away a quick gift card. Let me see. Who are we seeing lots of? Tammy, I've seen your name pop up a few times. Tammy Banting. I'd love to send over a $5 Starbucks gift card your way. So Tammy, if you will just send us a direct message right here on this Facebook page, send me your email address and we will get you that $5 gift card. All right? And I saw a question, from Lynette. Yeah, so the replays of these videos are right here on the Facebook page. So it depends on if you're watching on desktop or watching on mobile, but you want to just navigate to the video tab. And actually, yeah, Rachel, who's on my team right now, Rachel, can you grab the link to last week's video? You're probably already on it. You've probably already done it at this point. And drop that in the comments because I know Erica, Heather, Lynette, a few folks have been asking about last week's video. So we'll get you the link to that. But all the videos live right here on Facebook. You can just come to this Facebook page, click on the videos. You'll see a bunch of fun live streams that we've done in the past. All right. So there's three areas I want you to spend your time. 3 things that I want you to spend your time doing on Instagram instead of obsessing over your follower growth. All right? Number 1, I want you to become obsessed with serving and connecting with your current followers. All right? Let's not worry about anyone else. Let's pretend like new followers don't even exist right now. All right? I want you to become obsessed with serving and connecting with your current followers. Now, what does that look like? What does it look like to be obsessed with serving and connecting your current followers? Well, it means that we focus on replying and engaging to people when they comment on our content and we focus on replying and engaging with people via direct messages. That when people start conversations with us, we don't ignore it or let the conversation fall away. That we become obsessed with serving and connecting with that person. That person taking time out of their day to comment on our recent post or to send us a direct message or reply to our story, that we don't take that for granted, and that we take the few seconds it takes to reply to them, respond to them. Now, next level, like the kind of advanced strategy with this, is to not let conversations end, right? So when someone replies to something that you've posted on Instagram, when someone leaves you a comment, when someone sends you a DM, that you not let the conversation just kind of peter out, right? That you start a dialogue with that person. A great example of this is when someone comments on one of your posts and says, "I love this." Your response to them could be, "Thanks so much. What was your favorite part?" Or "What was your biggest takeaway?" Or "What did you learn?" Or "Thanks for taking time to leave that comment," right? Not letting the conversation fizzle out. When someone sends you a direct message, making sure that you keep the conversation going. Now look, I'm not saying that you got to spend all day every day talking to strangers on the internet, because who has time for that? We got businesses to run. We got stuff to do, kids to raise, houses to clean, reality TV to watch, right? That's not what I'm saying here. I'm a big proponent of setting up how much time you're going to spend on Instagram every day, making that time incredibly strategic. This is also why we teach content planning and content batching to our members inside the Follower to Fan Society, because if you have your content planned ahead of time, if you know what you're posting and when you're posting it, and if you kind of batch your content creation, you can do that maybe in like an hour a month or an hour a week, have all your content planned. So when you're rolling up on Instagram for your maybe 20 or 30 minutes that you have to spend on Instagram, you can easily post your content, but then you're going to hang out, you're going to have conversation, you're going to connect with your followers. The other part of serving and connecting your current followers is creating content based on shared experiences. Now, I'd love to hear from, sorry, y'all. The pollen has started falling here in North Carolina. And if you're in any part of the world where the pollen has started, you know there's just a lot going on, okay? Follower to Fan Society members that are here, I've seen some of you right now. When I give me a little, and we'll send you a gift card your way to someone that can correctly answer or describe shared experiences for me in the comments right now. Shared experiences are a really foundational piece of our content strategy and that we teach inside of Follower to Fan Society. And this allows you to connect with your current followers. Like, this is one of those secret things that no one's teaching you that allows you to connect with your current followers. Now, if you're just starting out and followers aren't engaging yet, as Whitney asks, that's totally normal. That's totally fine. I had a really great call last week. I was doing a hot seat call for Follower to Fan Society. This is where I do live coaching for 3 members of the society. And I had a really great conversation with one of our members, Katie, last week. And Katie's seen incredible growth. She started in January at 0. I think now she's at maybe 300 or nearly 500 followers on Instagram. And for Katie, a lot of her questions or some of the things she was running into or frustrations she was having on Instagram, a lot of it was solved by patience. By me just encouraging her and saying, look, Katie, like, you've come an incredible way. You've done so much. You're seeing great results. You have great engagement right now. You've been creating great content. Everything's working. I just need you to be patient as you continue to grow your following, as you continue to connect with your followers, as you continue to have those conversations. It was also a really good opportunity for me to chat with Katie and help her refocus her energy and kind of like her focus on Instagram from obsessing over followers and engagement to starting to think about how she wants to sell on Instagram. She's built this following. She has a few hundred followers. Her following's growing. She's creating good content. She's got her vibe down, her aesthetic, her content strategy. All of that's working. Now, let's figure out how we can start selling to these people. That then becomes the priority. So I hope that kind of answers the question. Hopefully that's helpful. So let's talk about shared experiences. So Jackie says Target. Yes, yes, yes. Crystal says, things you have in common with people naturally, such as your love for Target, or for me, it's yoga. Crystal, yes. Oh my gosh. Deegan says, shared experience are emotional states. Totally. Jen, things you have in common that have nothing to do with what you sell. Okay, y'all are so good. I love this. So Crystal, we'd love to send over a Target gift card your way. Because why not? We're talking about Target here. So Crystal, if you'll send me a direct message here on this page with your email address, we'll send a $5 Target gift card your way. Look who it is. Beth Gebhardt is here. Beth, welcome to today's live stream. Y'all, Beth, I was assured by Beth she was going to be here every week, but life gets in the way and things happen. I am glad that you are here, Beth. Thanks for joining us. So, one of the best ways to get obsessed with connecting with your followers is through shared experiences. I've talked about this before, talked about it on the podcast. We teach it inside of Follower to Fan. Shared experiences are those things that you create content around where you have a shared experience, interest, a shared affinity for something to your followers, but it has nothing to do with what you sell. So, for example, I sell Instagram marketing. I sell online business strategy. That's what I sell. I talk about how I love Target because my ideal customer, she loves Target as well. And we can build a relationship. We can create a connection around a shared experience of Target. And when we create that connection, it allows us to have an easy entry point for conversation that isn't a high pressure conversation around selling my stuff or her having to buy my thing. So shared experiences are just a couple of things. You don't need a bunch of these, just 2 or 3 things at the most. Things that you are genuinely interested in, things that you genuinely do, that you want to talk about online, that your followers, your community, your ideal customer or client is also interested in. So it's things like shopping, travel, cooking, yoga, fitness, parenting, pets, television, movies, painting, drawing, a plethora of things, hiking, so many things that are genuine interests for you, hobbies that you would share with your audience. It's something they value as well. And you create content around that. And what's key is that it has nothing to do with what you sell. This is where people start to kind of mess up and they start to make it really corny almost. Because they are posting about, I love... Here's a good example. I'm just going to keep using the Target example. I think the incorrect way to use Target as a shared experience would be for me to talk about the marketing and business lessons I learned from Target. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not talking about the marketing and business lessons I'm learning from Target. I'm talking about Target shopping experiences, Target products, things I love at Target, why I love Target, how Target makes me feel when I shop at Target. I want to connect emotionally. I want to connect around that shared interest with someone around Target because I want it to serve as an entry point for conversation. And when we can have these entry points for conversation, it takes down all the barriers of entry for someone to start having a dialogue with us. So when I'm sharing on stories that I'm at Target, this is what I'm shopping for, this is what I'm looking for, and I'm getting direct messages, or when people send me memes or funny posts they see about Target that remind them of me, right? That's creating a connection and relationship independent of my selling of my stuff. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if this makes sense to you. So it's important for you to pick a couple of these things. And this is how you can get obsessed with connecting with your followers around shared experiences. And you may be asking yourself right now, but Tyler, that's all fine and well, but what the heck does that have to do with my digital course? What in the world does that have to do with my artwork or the products that I sell? What does that have to do with my coaching program or the services that I offer in my business? Well, nothing. It has nothing to do with those things. And that's the goal here. The goal is to humanize you. The goal is to create an opportunity for connection and to create space for conversation where it isn't attached to the pressure of buying something. The goal is to really kind of strip away the entrepreneurialness of being an online entrepreneur and to create these opportunities for conversation, because if someone can message you about Target and you can have a conversation with them about target, and you can have a dialogue about target, and they can see how human you are and how easy it is to talk to you and how natural it is to have a conversation with you. When you post and say, hey, I have an opportunity to work with me as a client in my life coaching business, or hey, I have a few slots open for web design next month, or hey, I have a new collection of art that I just created that's going to be available for sale. Send me a direct message to buy, or send me a direct message to book a call, whatever the call to action may be. Someone's going to be a heck of a lot more likely to send you a DM when you make those invitations if they're already used to direct messaging you. Inside the Follower to Fan Society, we call this relational capital, and we actually teach a concept called engagement habits. We have a whole process of engagement habits hierarchy, and the idea here is to get your followers used to engaging with you so that when the opportunity comes to buy your stuff, well, there's no fear or stress or anxiety around it because they've already done it before. They've already had the conversation, okay? So those are shared experiences. That's how you can get obsessed with connecting with your current followers. Another important kind of mindset shift here around connecting with your current followers is to get obsessed with your followers as people behind the screen instead of numbers on a screen. So instead of looking at it as, oh, well, X number of followers, and then we start making all these things up. We start thinking, well, I'll start seeing more results in my business once I hit X number of followers. Or, well, I'll launch this thing once I hit X number of followers. Or, oh, I'll create this type of content once I hit X number of followers. When all along, you could have been creating that content. You could have been selling that thing, and your following would have been growing. As you were creating that content, as you were selling that thing, your following would have been growing. You don't need to wait until then to sell something or to pitch something or to offer something or to create something. You could start doing it now, and your following is going to grow all along as you're doing it. And we're thinking of, oh my gosh, these are real people with real problems, real issues, real hopes, real fears, real dreams. And I can help solve those problems. I can help eliminate their fears. I can help them achieve their hopes and dreams. Well, I don't know about you, but I get a heck of a lot more excited when I wake up in the morning and I think about these real humans behind the screen, not just numbers on a screen. I'm way more excited about showing up and talking to Carolyn and Melanie and talking to Erica and talking to Lynn and talking to Heather and Ashley. I'm way more excited about that than just me showing up in my t-shirt and my stretchy pants talking to a Logitech camera sitting in front of me, you know? And just looking at, oh my gosh, there's 48 people here right now. That's not exciting, right? So get obsessed with the people behind the screen instead of the numbers on the screen. Melanie says, I can see how I would share about these things in my stories. Should I, or how would I do that in feed post? Melanie, great question. Talking about that shared experience. How do we do this in the feed? So many ways. Through introductory post. So I think having an introductory post regularly is really important. I was just thinking today, I don't know the last time I introduced myself on my Instagram feed. I'm not following my own rules. I like to do it at least monthly or maybe every few months, right? As you're posting content, those posts kind of get pushed down further and further. So it's a good opportunity to introduce yourself again, because if you're obsessed with your followers, if you're doing these other things we're going to talk about, then your following is going to grow. So you're going to have new eyes on your content. So introductory posts are a great way. Posts that are just about those specific topics, right? Those personal stories, personal interests, personal anecdotes. There's also really fun ways you can do it. For example, I did a branded photo shoot in Target. It was so much fun. I had a brand photographer. We went to Target for an hour. We ran around the store. We took a ton of photos, and I use those photos sometimes in my feed. Something we teach inside of Follower to Fan Society is that the photo in your feed does not have to match up with the caption. It's not like it has to be cookie cutter, that they have to go exactly with each other. The photo's goal is to stop the scroll. The caption's goal is to teach, to share value, to inspire, to educate, to entertain, one of those key focuses of content that we teach our clients. But the photo's goal is really just to stop the scroll. So if you're going to use photos, you can do that. So that's a great example too. Elise says, how do we become obsessed with our followers when they don't comment? Really good questions. There's a few things that could be happening here. The first is that you just need to make more invitations. You just need to invite your followers to engage more often. The second is that you're going directly to asking for comment engagement or asking for DM engagement, but you haven't established consistent engagement habits for your audience. Now, again, this is the process we teach inside of Follower to Fan. I don't have time to get into it completely today, but just think about it this way. If we want our followers to direct message us, then there's probably some things they would have done before they get to the place of being comfortable enough to DM us. There's a likelihood they would have been following us. They may have engaged with our content before. They may have shared our content before. It's this concept of know, like, trust, which I'm sure you've heard before in online business or marketing. People have to know you, they have to like you, and they have to trust you before they buy your stuff, right? So if they're not engaging, maybe you're going to, think about it like dating, which I don't know much about because I've been with my husband for 13 years and we met when we were in college and got drunk and made out one night and have been inseparable ever since. So I don't really know how to date, but from what I hear, think about it from like meeting someone like for the very first date to like trying to marry them that night, which I know people do. That's why Las Vegas exists and Elvis Presley officiants are a thing. But think about it like that. If someone just follows you and you're immediately asking them to comment, send me a DM, but you just met them, there's probably not a likelihood they're going to do it. So start lower. Ask your people just to like your post. Use stickers in your stories. Use the poll sticker. Use the slider poll. Use the 2-option poll. Get them used to just tapping on your stories. Just start there. Do that for a few weeks or a few months. Then start asking for more engagement. Start asking for super simple like emoji responses or one-word responses in DMs or in your copy and your captions, right? So start super simple and asking for that engagement, and you'll build those engagement habits over time. The last thing I'll say is you have the opportunity to be proactive and to go out and connect with people. So those people that are following you, who are always liking your post or who are always watching your Instagram story, send them a direct message and say, hey, thank you so much for taking time to watch my stories. Excuse me, it means so much to me. You can ask them a question if you want to. We're not cold pitching. We're not trying to sell our stuff. We're just saying, hey, I noticed you. We see each other. I noticed you. Thank you for taking time to watch my stories. Thanks for taking time to watch me be an idiot on the internet. How can I help you? Or why did you follow? Or I'd love to know more about the type of copy that the type of content that would be most beneficial to you. Okay, so let's keep moving. Y'all, Lord help, y'all know I get sidetracked and I get team too much over here. And goodness, look at that. We're almost out of time. Okay. Number 1, get obsessed with your followers. Number 2, create high quality content consistently. And if it's not high quality, don't do it. So high quality content is content that is either savable, shareable, or conversation starting. I'm going to say that again. High quality content is content that is either savable, shareable, or conversation starting. So savable content is content that people are going to come back to you later. This is typically going to be educational content. So content of value that teaches an idea, that teaches a lesson, right? That is savable content. Carousel posts are a great example of that. How-to tutorials and videos are a great example of that. Teaching reels are a great example of that. Really great example of savable content. So that's a type of content you can create that is high quality. Shareable content is the second type of high quality content. This is content that gets people to either click the little icon, the little paper airplane icon, and share it to their Instagram stories or send it to a friend. Shareable content is typically going to be something that teaches someone something, that creates an emotional response in someone, either a response of laughing or crying or anger. So it creates an emotional response. Or savable content is going to be content that creates, I like to think of them as mic drop or aha moments. Your shareable content is typically going to be things like memes, quotes, funny things, super inspiring things, quotes or phrases or ideas that may be kind of controversial. Unpopular opinions are a great example of shareable content. Things that really get people to think and that get them to send that content to someone else or share it to their Instagram stories. And then the last piece of this high quality content is conversation starting content. So it could be a mix of content that's also savable, that's also shareable, right? But conversation starting content is content that gets people to stop what they're doing and engage in the comments. It's asking really insightful questions. It's sharing a really important idea or really valuable lesson with your followers. Maybe it is content that is challenging a common belief or practice or idea in your niche. That's conversation starting content. It could be beautiful content. For a lot of you, if you're an artist, if you're a designer, if you're a decorator, if you're selling physical products, I know, I gotta find your name. Y'all, names are one of those things that I get scared. Heather's here. Heather has a beautiful home decor and furniture shop in Canada. So for Heather, it could just be beautiful vignettes, beautiful designs, beautiful spaces, right? That you're just like, oh my, for me, like I am a Studio McGee junkie. Anyone else Studio McGee fancier? Shay McGee can do no wrong. I love that woman. Gosh, I'm obsessed with her. Anyway, love Studio McGee. So everything that they post, everything that Shay posts, the Studio McGee or McGee & Co., I'm just like drooling, right? Beautiful. Love it, right? That's high quality content. It gets me to stop what I'm doing and to pay attention. Now, creating this type of content can feel daunting. I understand that. But this is the opportunity for you to think about creating high quality content that's going to do that, that's going to get people to stop and pay attention or to save or share, instead of just creating content for the sake of creating content. This is what we talked about last week. The goal here is not to grow a huge following and to create a bunch of crappy content just for the sake of creating content. The goal here is to have a following of the right kind of people who are interested in what you're doing, who are going to buy your stuff, and to create content that moves them closer to purchase. To create content that teaches them something, that gives value, that shares new ideas, that helps maybe change their beliefs or thoughts about the thing that you do, that helps eliminate objections, that helps answer their questions about your program, product, or service, and that gets them to buy. That lets them know your unique point of view. That's really, really great, high quality content. So the last piece of this is connecting via direct messages. We're not going to have time to get into this in too much detail today, but we're going to come back to it. So I'm going to be live every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. for the next 6 weeks, I think. Yeah. So we started this at the beginning of March. We're going all of April and the first few weeks of May before we open the doors to the Follower to Fan Academy, which is our new Instagram marketing course. So we'll talk more about direct messages in the next few weeks. So come back. You'll join me on another Tuesday afternoon live stream. But I want to do an activity together so we can give away another gift card, and then we're going to wrap up today. So a great example of high quality content is content that goes against the grain. Content that may be a little bit of an unpopular opinion. Content that gets people to think a little bit more thoughtfully about what you're saying. So I want to invite you to do this in the comments with me. And I want you to think of an example of what is a common practice, belief, or idea in your niche or industry that you completely disagree with. What is something that you think is wrong, is not the most helpful for customers or clients, is not the best way to do it? What is something that when you see it happening in your niche or industry, and this is specific to everyone, it just makes your skin crawl? I want you to put that in the comments, because this is an opportunity to create a piece of really great, powerful content. To say, really simple formula, something I see so often in our industry is this, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's true. Because here are my reasons why it's not true. Here are the reasons why I don't agree with it. Right? This is what you should think. This is what you could think, what you could do instead. Right? Simple formula. So jot this down, okay? This is a Instagram post in the making. Right here, we're going to write an Instagram post together. One of the most common things I see in our industry, or one of the most common things I see in our space, fill in the blank, is blank. And I don't like it. I don't agree with it. I don't believe that. I don't think it's true. Why? Because here are my few reasons to back it up. Why this isn't true. Why this isn't helpful. Why this isn't right. This is what you can do instead. This is what you could think instead. This is what you should be doing instead, right? Okay, so, y'all, wow. Okay, this is great. This is good. I want to read a few examples. Carolyn says, every accessory has to cost high dollars. Angela says, wedding vendors trying to do everything. The DJ trying to be the wedding planner and the lighting company. Angela, that's a good hot take. Casey, love this. Couldn't agree with you more. Anything that comes out of Dave Ramsey's mouth. So good. Danielle, worrying about losing weight after having a baby. Krista says that the style of the home they have is what everyone else should be doing. So good. Naomi says, being too salesy or talking about money, about how much money someone makes as a means to sell their course. Great. Melanie says, making membership or group programs the end all be all. I think that's good. Ashley says, women have to choose between art and motherhood. Deegan says, common belief in the restaurant industry is it's just such a tough industry. That's great. Lynette says, artists are starving. Lynn says, fat people are unhealthy always. So good. Brenda says, Wolstenite is a superior alkaline earth calcium source for ceramic glazes. Too niche. Brenda, I don't know what the heck you're saying, but girl, I'm living. I love it. Look, if your people get it, then that can be your own mic drop moment, your own hot take moment. This is great. Crystal says, I teach women to use affirmations. Most people think they have to do is say them and sit on the couch. No, ma'am, you have to do the work. Crystal's so good. Okay. So I hope you all see, is this making sense to you? Are you kind of getting some examples of these like hot take, mic drop moment types of posts that you could be creating? The goal here isn't to tick people off, right? The goal here isn't to rub anyone the wrong way. The goal is for you to simply put your flag in the ground, to state your point of view on what you're doing, why you do it, why you believe what you believe. To let people know, hey, over here, this is the camp you can be a part of that may be thinking something that's a little bit contrary to everything else in our industry or niche. If you want to come be a part of it, let's go. Come join the club. Come over here, hang out with me on Instagram, right? And this content's going to get saved. It's going to get shared. It's going to get conversations going. And that's the high quality content. And let me tell you, my friends, when you start creating this high quality content, your following is going to grow. Melanie said it perfectly. My hot take posts are my highest engaged every single month. 1,000%. 1,000%. Because you are demonstrating your point of view. You're making it so clear who you are, what you believe, why you believe it. You're helping to attract people to you. You're helping people connect with you if they align with your message. You're also pushing people away. You're annoying people. You're ticking people off. You're getting rid of them, which is just as, if not more important than trying to attract the right people to you on Instagram. So do more of that. All right? Okay. This is good. Thank you all so much for being here today. Look, if you want to join us in the Follower to Fam Society, well, you better hurry. The clock is ticking. The doors are open till 11:59 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, March 31st. Inside the society, we're going to help you create your own custom Instagram marketing strategy to grow your online business. We're going to take the guesswork out of Instagram. We're going to help you do Instagram on your terms. We're going to help you save time on Instagram, create really great content, connect with your followers, have those conversations, sell your programs, products, and services in a way that is aligned with your values, that's aligned with how you want to spend your time on the platform of Instagram. I'm not just going to tell you some kind of plug and play, fill in the blank BS, because that kind of stuff doesn't work for Instagram. The way that someone else built their following, their go-to strategy, posting this exact type of content, doesn't work for everyone. You need to post the right content for you and your followers. And we want to help you do that. Inside the society, you're going to get our full training program, the Follower to Fan Framework, and you're going to get all the support you need as you implement it. You're going to get access to our expert coaches. You can get your Instagram account audited and reviewed by an expert. You get access to 2 calls every month, a Q&A call and hot seat calls where you can ask questions, and you can even get in the hot seat with me to get one-on-one coaching. You're going to get monthly content guides to make planning your content a breeze, so you can map out your content in just maybe minutes or an hour versus trying to spend so long trying to do it. And so much more, all inside the society. So followertofansociety.com/last chance. We'd love to have you join us before the doors close tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be committed to you for a full year as you're learning the framework and implementing it in your business. And we can't wait to see you inside. So followertofansociety.com/last chance. The doors are closing tomorrow night. But really excitingly, the doors to the Follower to Fan Academy are opening this May. So stay tuned if you want to check that out. We'll be talking more and more about that in the weeks ahead. I'll be back here live next week on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern for this weekly live stream. We're going to keep talking about Instagram, online business, marketing strategy. So let me know in the comments right now if I'll see you next week at 2 p.m. Eastern. Tag that friend, tag your big bestie. Well, tag your big bestie, tag your biz bestie. Invite some folks to join us because we'll be back here next week at 2 p.m. Eastern in a brand new month. It's April already, y'all. Can you even believe it? Okay, so I hope to see you next week. And let's see, any questions? Erica, is the Academy going to be more or less than Follower to Fan? Erica, when we open the doors to Follower to Fan Academy in May, it's going to be less than the current Follower to Fan Society. The price will be lower. The reason being because we are taking out a lot of the support components, right? The new Follower to Fan Academy is totally DIY, self-paced. It's a course. So we're going to have the Follower to Fan framework in there. We're adding new mini courses. We're adding a smartphone photography mini course, an Instagram 101 mini course, some additional resources and trainings inside the Academy. But the Academy doesn't have the Facebook community. It doesn't have coaches. It doesn't have the monthly calls. It doesn't have Instagram audits, those types of things. So y'all, this is like business ownership, entrepreneurship in real time, okay? Like, we had to make some decisions. We had to figure out what the heck we're doing. Our team right now, we spread ourselves too thin. We've been trying to do too much. Honestly, I hope this is helpful for you all. I hope the transparency is helpful because, we just had to make some decisions. So Follower to Fan Academy is our new thing. Doors are opening in May. And everything will be inside that. So it's all self-paced DIY, right? The society doors are open until tomorrow night. And it has the same stuff as the Academy, plus all the coaching, all the community, those types of things. Yeah, Crystal, if you go to the website, followertofansociety.com/last chance, Crystal, if you go to that website and scroll down almost to the bottom, you'll see our FAQs, our frequently answered questions. We answer that question. I'm pretty sure we answer that question on that right there about the difference between society and academy. So followertofansociety.com/last chance. Crystal, scroll down to those frequently answered questions and you'll see those at the bottom. Angela, for lifetime members of Follower to Fan Society, Angela, thank you for being a lifetime member. If you're here and you're a lifetime member, thank you. We are so grateful for your continued support of Follower to Fan Society. You will get free access to the new Academy. So lifetime members, we no longer sell lifetime memberships, so don't ask if we can get you one. They don't exist anymore, okay? But lifetime members, you will maintain access to Follower to Fan Society. You'll still get access to all the training. You'll still be in the community for as long as it exists into 2022. And then you will get free access to the new Follower to Fan Academy. So just keep an eye on your inbox. We'll send you your access in May once we have the new program all developed. We're still in development right now. We're still creating new mini courses. I'm creating new workshops, all kinds of great stuff for the new Academy. Okay, y'all, look, I gotta go. I got meetings to get to. I got water to drink. Thank you for being here. Love you lots. And I'll see you back here next week at 2 p.m. Okay, bye, everyone.